All right, hi everybody. My name is Alicia McPeak, and I'm here with my friend Michelle Whitehead. I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and then we're going to just introduce ourselves. Okay. So as I said, my name is Alicia McPeak, and I am a holistic nutrition and wellness coach, and I'm here today to share more about my journey along the way into better health and the things that I've done to fortify my body and hopefully inspire more in you guys and give you more peace of mind about the things that you're doing in your own life for your health. So Michelle, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Michelle Olson. Used to be Whitehead, but I'm Olson now. I'm a personal trainer. I've been with the Juice Plus company for about 10 years and enjoy sharing good health.
Awesome. That's how we met.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me guys ask you guys a question. Are these times a little bit crazy to you?
Most definitely.
Right? So we're beginning to think about all kinds of things that maybe we normally put on the back burner. For example, maybe we're thinking more about our finances right now. Maybe we're thinking more about backup plans, immune systems, homeschooling, working from home, toilet paper. Anybody thinking more about toilet paper these days? Or even just how healthy are we actually? Kind of feels like we're in a bad B-rated movie some of the time. So let's talk about our health. Health is one of those things that we definitely put on the back burner. When we're young, a lot of times we think we've got plenty of time. We think we're immortal, and we don't even think we have to think about that, right? Then as we get older, well, we sort of get set in our ways, and it gets harder to change things, and then we just get really busy, and we keep putting our health off. Now, some of us do some things. Some of us do a lot of things, but most of us could do more for our health. What would you guys say the number one question right now is when it comes to your health? What is on the forefront of most of our minds? I'm thinking immune health. What do you think?
I'm thinking immune health too.
Yeah. Well, and the truth is, like, our bodies are literally on a daily basis in a battle for our immune health. They do it all the time. They're looking for viruses and bacteria and cancer, and they're searching these things out, and they're equipped with a nice little army, a backup plan to take care of these things. But we have to arm that army. We have to fuel it, feed it, and nourish it. And one of the pieces of our army that I love is these things called NK killer cells. Have you ever heard of those? NK killer cells? Well, these are the programmed cells that are programmed to search and destroy. And they search and destroy bacteria, cancer, viruses, and they shoot a biochemical bullet into them, and they blow them up, and they're gone. Cool thing to have, right? But as I said, we have to fortify and arm and feed and fuel the system. So here's a few of the things that we need to do that. And I don't know that everybody thinks of these things all the time. Do you think of mindset when it comes to your immune system? Possibly not. But your immune system, it's important that you believe in your immune system, that you know that your immune system can handle things, that it's got your back. And we know by the placebo accounts that even believing something can make a difference, right? And we also have what's called a brain-gut axis, and our brain actually speaks to our gut. And our gut is where 90% of our immune system is actually formulated. Did you know that? So that's an important piece too. Now, another piece of mindset is that stress can actually decrease or depress our immune system. Next, we have to feed our immune system. Next we have to move. We've got to move our immune system. Moving mobilizes our immune system. Move our bodies, we mobilize our immune system, and we have to feed. Let's talk a little bit more. You can't expect to feed your immune system or your body junk and expect it to go to war for you or fight for you.
So let's talk about mindset. So the first thing I say, especially in this time that we're in right now, is turn off the TV. Get off social media and get outside. Get some sunshine and some fresh air. Take some deep breaths. Try to calm the body.
Have some playtime. Spend some time with your family. Really, this is a great time to focus on the people that you love and being present with everybody. Spend time in prayer and meditation. And definitely spend time in gratitude.
Exactly.
Okay, movement. So with movement, one of my favorite parts about our body is our lymphatic system. It is actually kind of like a garbage removal or trash removal system in our body. And it works to move all the toxins and chemicals and byproducts and things out of our system and away from our important vital organs. However, the lymphatic system doesn't have a pumping system of its own or a pumping mechanism of its own like the cardiovascular system. So you actually have to move your body to make your lymphatic system move. So this is important. We've got to move our body to move our lymphatic system to help move the toxins and things that our immune system is removing out of our body. So that's one piece that I really love. And the other piece that I love is this Nobel Prize winning science that shows and has proven to us that when we move our body, it activates our immune system. So if we sit, we're sedentary or we're inactive, we don't activate our own pharmacological system, our processes. But when we move our body, we rush blood through our blood vessels, and it rushes across the endothelium and opens up the cells to actually create our own perfect biomatched medicines, if you will, that go perfectly for us and are exactly what we need.
So the most important for me, I believe, is feeding our bodies. We can feed our body, or we can feed our immune system. We can decrease it if you're eating a lot of junk food, or if you're eating sugar or processed foods, alcohol. All these things decrease your immune system, or we can enhance it. And you enhance it by getting plenty of vitamin C, vitamin D3 and K2, that's getting outdoors, zinc, good fats, and we get these phytonutrients and these antioxidants through plants.
Sorry, do you have more to say about that?
I was just
accidentally bumped it.
done.
You're done. And omegas, did you say omegas?
No, I didn't get quite that far, but we get these vitamin C's and all the different nutrients from eating fruits, vegetables, berries, and omegas with good fats.
There we go. Now I can do it.
Yeah.
So let's focus on the fruits and vegetables, right? Because up to 75% of diseases are preventable with good nutrition. And that's why the news isn't that fruits and vegetables are good for you. It's that they are so good for you guys that they could actually save your life.
Most definitely. We need at least 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. Athletes are needing even more. And why so many? Because our produce is picked way before it's nutritionally ripe. It's transported thousands of miles across the United States and even some places from other countries. 90% of the Americans don't eat enough servings of fruits and vegetables, and we don't get enough variety, the whole spectrum of all the different colors.
Right. And who's eating 7 to 13, even 1 week, much less 1 day? Most of us aren't.
No.
And most of us, let's be truthful, aren't going to. Well, why do we need so many fruits and vegetables other than they're not as nutritious as they used to be? Well, fruits and vegetables do a very important process in our body that is part of supporting our immune system, among many other things. What they do is they combat something called oxidative stress with their antioxidants. Now, oxidative stress is something that happens in your body every day because you breathe and because you're alive. And oxidative stress isn't necessarily the bad part. The bad part is that we don't eat enough fruits and vegetables to neutralize it. And the oxidative stress causes free radicals, which damage us on a cellular level. It damages our DNA. It causes oxidative hits to our DNA. And this, guys, is what happens to us that causes all disease and aging right there on the cellular level, day in and day out. Every time a new cell is replicated, it's replicated a little bit more damage than it was before, if we're not combating this oxidative stress with the antioxidants from fruits and vegetables.
And we're under a false sense of security that a multivitamin can do what whole food can do, and it can't. 70% of the Americans are trying to fill the gap with a multivitamin, and they just cannot compare. There's like 13 different vitamins and minerals in a multivitamin, where there's tens of thousands of nutrients in an apple, which work synergistically together to help reduce the antioxidant or help reduce the oxidative stress that Elisa was just talking about. And research shows that isolated vitamins may do more harm than good.
Yeah, exactly. There's little supplements facts.
Yeah. Look at the tens of thousands of nutrients on that one page.
The apples. apple nutrients. So about 9 years ago, my friend Michelle here, I worked for her, and she brought me something called Juice Plus. And I was of the belief of what she just said, that supplements weren't really an ideal answer. And I was teaching people to juice vegetables, and I was juicing vegetables. I come from a background of a suppressed immune system, or damaged immune system, if you will. I started having eczema as a baby. I started having stomach trouble as a young child, and allergies. And in my late teens, I started suffering with severe depression and acne. And I started eating a plant-based diet and juicing in my early 20s. And I kept doing that. And at the age of 35, I was rewarded with having an autoimmune disease, which is a problem with your immune system, and a cancer of the thyroid. And because of my background as a holistic nutrition and wellness coach, I knew that more fruits and vegetables mattered. So what I did was I created for myself a program that involved juicing 2 quarts of vegetable juice a day, eating a whole pitcher of green smoothies every day, and eating a half a pound of salad every single day. And I did this for 7 years straight before Michelle brought me this beautiful answer. And I said to her, no way, like, just eat your fruits and vegetables. Like, I was doing it. But the truth is, I was really struggling with the people that I love most not doing what I knew that they needed to do for their health. And even my clients, because as you guys know, anytime you make a change, it's so hard to create lasting change when you change so many things at one time. And this was a very hard regime to keep up with. Now, I did it because I didn't want to get cancer again, and I didn't want to get another autoimmune disease. But I watched people struggle with this, and I was looking for a solution. So once I understood what this was, it made sense. And then I said, oh my gosh, look at all these colors of the rainbow. This is just powdered produce. This is something that if I could create it, I would have, because it has all these colors and all the spectrums. And even though I was eating 10, 12, 13 more servings of fruits and vegetables and berries every day, raw, ripe, organic ones, I wasn't getting this full color spectrum every day. So I saw great advantage with that alone. Just the variety, the colors, and the impact that I thought that would have day in and day out.
So what is Juice Plus? Well, Juice Plus is 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries. And they're picked when they're ripe. They're pulverized into a slurry, and then they're dried without light, heat, or oxygen. So it's the nutrients are still there. They're still intact. So they're plant powders. We call them, I call it God's food in a capsule. Plant powders are put into the capsule or in a chew, and they give you the full, and we also have the full spectrum of the omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 omegas. These are those essential fatty acids that we don't get enough of.
And so why is Juice Plus unique? Well, there's a couple of reasons that I think that Michelle and I could look at it. And for me, this was one of the main ones, is the fact that it's literally food. It's not a supplement. It is powdered produce in a capsule. You'll see that on the label, it has a food label. This is the same label that you'd find on a bag of frozen broccoli in the grocery store, because it is literally food. Even the government acknowledges that and says so. There's no additives. There's no preservative. There's nothing in this food. In fact, it's the purest food you can find. There's nothing in it that you wouldn't want to be there. It's dairy-free, gluten-free, vegan, no pesticides, no herbicides. It has third-party validation as far as what's in that bottle is what it says is in there. Everything that says it is, and nothing more, nothing less. It's just powdered produce, right? And it's literally the most thoroughly researched nutritional product on the planet. So this was the other thing for me. I actually didn't think I would notice anything happening in my body when I started consuming Juice Plus. So, and as a wellness professional, I wanted the backing, the research, because if I was going to recommend this to my clients, then I sure better know that it worked. And because of this huge body of evidence, we still know. Back then there were 24, now we're up to 40 of double-blind, placebo-controlled, gold standard research studies. You cannot buy your way into these journals. You have to go through this process done by the best medical centers and universities around the world, where they are tested on human subjects with utilizing our product. Then they're peer-reviewed and published. The best medical centers and universities like Yale, Wake Forest, and MD Anderson, just to name a few. MD Anderson, for example, did an 8-year study on ovarian cancer survivors utilizing our products. And we know for sure what happens. So we know that this product contributes to cardiovascular wellness, healthy inflammatory response, quality of life in those ovarian cancer survivors, as well as a healthy cholesterol, LDL, and triglycerides. And then Michelle?
It supports a healthy lung function, supports healthier skin and gums, supports immune system. I do want to cite 2 studies on the immune system, since we're talking about the immune system today. There is 5 published studies done with eating Juice Plus and how it supports the immune system, but 2 of them I want to cite here. And one was in the Journal of Integrative Medicine, and it was a study done by the University of Arizona, where they took 53 elderly smokers and non-smokers who ate Juice Plus for 80 days. And on the 80th day, they took their blood on the first day, the 40th day, and the 80th day. And on the 80th day, the blood test showed that there was a significant enhancement and increased in multiple measures of their immune function. And it increased the natural killer cells that Alicia was talking about earlier in the first couple of slides in the smokers, which is incredible. And another one was in the Journal of Nutrition, and it was a study by the University of Graz, Austria, where they took 41 trained athletic men, and it showed that they had an improvement of oxidative stress, immunity, and illness in just 28 days, which is a short study, but that's incredible to me. So it does reduce oxidative stress. It does help maintain a healthy DNA, and it is completely absorbed by the body as if you ate all those beautiful fruits and vegetables.
I love it.
Okay, so this is my favorite because I've been eating the omegas now consistently every day for almost 2 years. And I have been wearing glasses for the last 8 years. And I do have cheaters on today. These are readers. But omegas are essential fatty acids that your body has to get. And some of these omegas you can get through eating food, and some of them you produce on your own. We just don't eat enough to get the omega-3s. But there's omega-3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 in this particular blend. It helps with the heart, the brain, the joints, the eyes, and the skin. And what I liked most about it is I went to the doctor this last appointment that I had, and I kept thinking, okay, my eyes are bad. I can't see. Something's wrong with my eyes. I went in and my eyes were better. I literally was able to not wear my prescription when I drive. He said, well, the reason why you can't see is because your prescriptions are too strong. You need to just remove the glasses, which I thought was incredible. And the only thing I changed was eating the omegas, and the omegas are so important for the eyes.
Well, who does that happen to? That's an amazing story. So let's talk more about food. So Juice Plus powdered produce, those are micronutrients. And what we have here is our macronutrients. So it's like the oil versus the fuel for your car. If you run out of fuel, you just fill up again, right? But if you run out of oil, your engine blows. So we need our micronutrients. Those are absolutely essential. Your macronutrients are here in our complete shakes and our complete bars, and they are delicious. They feed our microbiome. Probably heard a lot about the microbiome. Everybody thinks that we need to replace or replenish our microbiome, which is not a bad idea, but a better idea is to feed your own unique microbiome. And we can do that with these plant nutrients. And when you add these to your already powdered produces, now you're up to your game to 45 different superfoods. You have things in here like broccoli and radish and alfalfa sprouts, as well as pumpkin and pomegranate. And these are great for like in between meals, a snack, or even a pre-workout or post-workout, and even a breakfast. They balance your blood sugar, they're low glycemic, they have protein and lots of fiber. And of course, they're made with non-GMO and completely plant-based ingredients. And they are also 100% a nutrition label, not a supplement label. And then here, this little baby's got to be one of my favorites. Now we have 2 different kinds. I have 2 of them right now in my house, and I'm so glad I do. The day that we started rushing to the grocery stores and getting things, I looked around and I said, okay, so I have my powdered produce in my Juice Plus capsules. I have my food in my complete bars and shakes. I have pure water in my Berkey water filtration, and I'm growing produce on my tower garden. I'm set. I don't even need to leave the house. I've got everything I need. And it just gives me such peace of mind. I love these things because they're literally like a little farmer's market that you can put one inside or outside on your back patio. They use 98% less water, 90% less space, plus they yield 30% more. They grow 3 times faster. You get to control what you have, 100% organic food for you. And we also know that the food that's coming off of our tower gardens is even more nutritious. It uses an aeroponic system created at Epcot for NASA, at the Epcot at the land exhibit in Disney World. And they're just fun.
They are fun. Okay, so this is my favorite program that Juice Plus has, because this is how I got involved in Juice Plus. I had a 9-year-old at the time who was diagnosed with severe atopic dermatitis, and we had to wet wrap her, and she was on 15 different medications. And when Juice Plus was presented to me, it was really for my daughter. And at the time it was called the Children's Health Study. Now we call it the Healthy Starts for Families, where a child between the ages of 4 and 18 or undergrad college can get Juice Plus for free with each adult serving that you buy. And that was kind of like a no-brainer for me. I thought, well, I'll give it a try. And all of these things that I'm fixing to go over, 60% were missing fewer days of school. My daughter didn't go to school, but she was able to go to school after Juice Plus. 56 were taking fewer over-the-counter medicines or prescriptions. My daughter was on 15. She's now on none. 71 were drinking more water. My daughter wouldn't drink anything or eat anything that was good for her, and she is excellent at it today. And 66% were visiting the doctor less. My daughter saw her doctor every 3 months. And we went to where we don't see the doctor at all. And 71 were consuming less fast foods and soft drinks. That doesn't apply to us, but 61 were eating more fruits and vegetables. This one does apply to me, because after 4 months of eating Juice Plus, she looked at me and said, "Mama, can we have some broccoli?" I about dropped my chin. So this is a really great program, and it's a legitimate study. All the parents do fill out the forms and send it in. It's not a blind placebo study, but it is a true study where 1.5 million families over the past 20 years have utilized it. So it's a pretty cool study. And then another reason why I love what I do with Juice Plus is that we really do inspire healthy living around the world. And we have lots and lots of resources that you can go online through the Healthy Living Revolution. And they have all kinds of things that you can download. There's personalized support. We have healthy living events that are videotaped, or you can jump on the live ones. We have all kinds of educational tools and cookbooks and exercise videos. It's really, really, really a cool website. I encourage all of you guys to go check it out. healthyliving.com. Yeah.
And this is absolutely what we're about. We really want to inspire healthy living. We want to help communities take healthy back, one family, one community, one person at a time. And we do this by building strong communities, supporting each other in our way of life to better ourselves all the time. And I just want to wrap up with my story real quick here before I move on. When I started taking Juice Plus, I was doing so many things for my health that I didn't think I would notice anything. And so once I understood it and I tried it, after several months of Michelle trying to get me to take a look at it, don't do that. Don't take so much time. I wish I hadn't. I started consuming it and sharing it with people the exact same day. And I immediately noticed more energy. And after 9 years of consuming Juice Plus, I know that that's like the number one things that people notice, right? And I knew that my immune system needed to be strong. And I finally got to exhale from all the constant juicing and everything I was doing and just know that my immune system was covered. And it started showing up in ways that surprised me. Now, it took about 6 months for there to be a noticeable change in my hair. But my hair had become really thin and brittle, and it would break off. And I would have to manipulate my part up at the top so you couldn't see my scalp. It had become so thin. And after about 6 months, people started asking me what I was doing because my hair was growing long and getting thicker. And that was nice because I didn't think that would change. but also suffering with severe depression my whole life, I really thought that there was nothing I could do. All the things I had done to heal my body, heal my gut, all the things that I had given up, all the things that I had tried, I thought that depression was a way of life for me. And I'm talking about the kind of depression that's debilitating and very severe. And I'll never forget the day that I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, what am I feeling? I don't recognize this feeling. And I realized the feeling I was having was happy. And now I know that we get to have that. We get to. And I think the reason that Juice Plus made such an incredible impact on me is because even though I was doing so many fruits and vegetables faithfully day in and day out, the kind that we're supposed to do, the way we're supposed to do it, I didn't have that variety. And it's that variety that makes the impact. Every one of those different color profiles has a different nutrient profile. And every one of those nutrients has a job to do somewhere in your body. Which one are you deficient in? Number 24,999? I mean, I don't know, right? None of us do. So when we flood our body with them, our body knows exactly what to do with them. And it's little bits of each of those working together day in, day out that make the big impact. So how much does it cost? Well, this is the best part. This blows my mind because I know for a fact that one head of organic kale, which is a superfood that everybody should be consuming daily and is in Juice Plus, is $2.49 at HEB. And we can consume 30 different fruits and vegetables and have a child consume it alongside us for free for only $2.50 a day. That's incredible to me. And if you wanted to consume everything that we have, it would still be less than $5 a day. That would be for everything. But the thing is, you don't have to consume everything, but I do encourage you guys to start somewhere. So as I wrap this up, I want you to think, it's always been important to support our immune system, to care for our bodies. That's never been not important, right? But today we now realize how essential it is to no longer put our health on the back burner. But instead, we have to fortify our bodies. We have to nourish them, feed them, and fuel them, and build them, and support our immune system. We can no longer take that for granted. We just can't. We have to be aware. And this is something, it's not like a lucky penny you can just throw out and hope that it hits. You need to start taking care of your body every day. So when something comes along, you're prepared. So where do you begin? Well, does your family fall short? Are you guys eating day in, day out 10 servings of raw, ripe, organic fruits, veggies, and berries every single day? Well, if not, starting with these powdered produce in the gummy or capsule form is probably the best way to start. You're going to get the most powerful impact for your $2.50 that you could possibly imagine. It's literally the most convenient, most affordable way to add massive amounts of nutrients from plant foods to your family's bodies day in and day out. So that may be the place you want to start. If you're, you think you're getting enough fruits and vegetables, but you're missing out on some meals or some snacks, maybe you start with the complete shakes or bars or both. They're yummy ways to get more nutrients, foods from plant foods into your body, to fuel your body and to feed your microbiome and to fill that macronutrient gap. Or maybe you want to, like me, love having organic produce always readily available, but it's so hard. I don't know where everybody lives, but here in Houston, you miss one day of watering and everything dies. This is so easy because it waters itself, and your kids love growing their own food and eating off their own tower garden. Maybe it's a tower garden. Maybe next time everybody else is rushing to the grocery store, you want to know that you've got your food sitting right there ready for you to just pick right off and eat and keep growing and keep eating. Or maybe you need omegas. Maybe you're missing omegas, and a plant-based omega is exactly what you need. I don't know where that is, and I encourage you to speak with a person who cared enough about you and loved you enough and cared about what's going on in your family enough to invite you to check this out. They did so because they know the impact that it's had on their health and their family's health, and they want to make sure that you have an opportunity to experience that as well. So check with them, have a conversation, figure out where you best fit, where you should start. Any place is great. Anything that you're doing that's moving your family's nutrition forward is a fantastic place to be. So I just encourage you to start somewhere. And I want to thank you all so much for spending some time with us this afternoon, learning more about how to help support your immune system and being more prepared so you never, ever, ever have to ask the question again, is my body ready to handle whatever is coming at me? Thank you so much and have a great afternoon.
Thank you.